Howdy, folks. Dr. Freddie Burberry, Times of Doctor News from in and around the universe. It may or may not affect you on some deep, weird, strange, and incredibly strenuous level that will make you feel like you've done an aerobic workout in your mind. It's just, there's some incredible stuff that's come out. So I got to put a spoiler warning up right now. If you do not want to be spoiled, the door is that way. Please get out, because this one's going to cover a lot of ground, and a lot of it is going to be like spoilerific material. So may want to get on out of here now. Okay, you were warned. So let's get started, because right off the bat, somebody posted these pictures up. This is right out of the new TARDIS Type 40 manual. And guess what? This is printed media. Can't do a thing about it. Can't do a thing about it. So the BBC Anti-Piracy Division can kiss my hairy, puckered ass. All right, so word's reaching me that either this center thing or the walls spin when this thing's in flight, when this particular TARDIS is going. Also, there's word going around there's going to be some very interesting lighting effects for the crystal arrays here. And also, you'll notice they're jointed. So it might actually end up going along the lines of, this might move. We don't know. But the thing is, from what I'm hearing, though, it's definite that these walls spin when the ship's in flight. Either that or the center console area does, depending on your perspective. Also, out of that same manual, here's a nice diagram of the central console. Like I said, nice, huge crystal column, apparently, for, the central column for the time rotor. Interesting. So, plus, from what we've seen from the photos before, looks very kind of like steampunk meets Gallifrey type of deal. So really interested to see how this comes out. Now, Children in Need has put out this nifty little video. It has the TARDIS in it, amongst other things. Don't worry, it's just, there's no cast members in it at all. It's just a nice public announcement warning, letting you know or notifying you that, Children in Need's coming up. Maybe there's some things, your kids could do for it if you want. All right, top 10, I almost said 10 teasers for Series 11, Episode 2, The Ghost Monument. Okay, first teaser is that there is no teaser. So this one's not going to have a teaser segment. It's going to go straight into the opening title and into the episode. All right, purple sunlight reflected on the surface of wavy pond, but in 3D. Calufrax Minor, Jahu, Shalakatop, Woman Wept, Pyrovilia, Adipose 3, The Moon of Poosh, Clom, Griffith, and Desolation. And apparently that's the name of the place they're going, and apparently it is also on the missing list. So Antiques Roadshow, Call of Duty both get a shout out. You can be honest with me. Are we going to die? Oh, by the way, welcome to what I presume is your first alien planet. Don't touch anything. And that's a line right out of the episode 2 trailer, which I'll show you, where to get it in a minute. Audrey Hepburn or Pythagoras. The admonition of the waters of Mars gets repeated. Now, I'm assuming that's Time Lord Victorious. At least that's what Connor Farley assumes it is in the gang. So, okay, now this is where we get no heavy-duty spoiler moments. The titular Ghost Monument, which is basically the goal of this race, which I've told you about last night, is SEXY. Oops, I forgot. Blank letters. Apparently, the Ghost Monument is the TARDIS. At least that's what I'm being told. And Venusian Aikido, I hope it is it's coming back. Yeah. Like, Cobra Kai. So here's some better photos from the Ghost Monument. And I like going to this site because they generally put up better res photos than the other sites do. See, far better, resolution than what we were getting. So these are over here on Doctor Who News if you want to go check this out. That's why I love it when they get around to putting the photos up, because they usually put them up, so they're really nice and crisp and clear. This is the episode 2 trailer linked here as well. So if you want to go give it a watch, boom, here you go. Also remember, this week's episode is at 6:55 p.m. As far as I know, even though Doctor Who, the Doctor Who magazine was saying that all 10 episodes were simulcast, there is no evidence of that for this week. So apparently it's only going to be like first episode, maybe last episode type of deal. So here's the various air times in your area. So BBC America, you're not getting it today. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll have the Omega files out after we watch it through some legal means. And of course, Australia not getting it till Monday. My friend AJ was trying to send in a review this week, and unfortunately with the new Messenger and the new Skype, you can't send any goddamn thing to them anymore because they're scared that any damn file you send might be some pirated material. So they've really rigged it around. And it's pissed me off too, because that's usually how people sent me lines for the audio plays, was through Skype and Messenger. This is an audio action by David Tennant on the rebirth of Doctor Who. And this was put out, I believe, on Sirius XM. I don't know if this link is going to work for long because right now it is unlisted. But I will have it for you in the description box, so you should be able to get to it. This was over on another thing going on. Good Morning America. And this is also Dave Tennant talking a little bit about various things like Good Omens and all that as well. And he also does have a little talk here towards the beginning about how he feels about the new era of Doctor Who from what he's seen of it. Not too bad. Jodie Whittaker wants her Doctor Who to be accessible to everyone, including you. And that's kind of something we already knew, but I figured I'd throw this, little article interview in for you. It's got a lot of nifty pics in it, in case you need thumbnails or whatever for your videos. So here you go. Nice, good job, Jodie. You're looking good. All right. Okay, Doctor Who Series 11, Episode 3 is titled Rosa. And here we go. The synopsis is as follows. The Doctor takes her companions on their first journey back in time to the dangerous, racially segregated world of Alabama in the 1950s. They encounter one of the era's heroes, Black civil rights campaigner Rosa Parks, but also discover a plot to change the course of history. Vinette Robinson guest stars in an episode acclaimed by acclaimed children's author Mallory Blackman. Now, for what we've seen, we've got this guy down here in the credits, and me and the guy's been talking about this, the Omega Files crew. Now, down here, we got a guy named Krasko, played by Joshua Bowman. And we think he's the one with the Vortex manipulator. Now, whether he's a rogue time agent or what's going on there, we're not sure. But speculations abound as to why he would interfere with this particular set of historical events. If you move down a little further, here's a picture of Trevor White. He's finally able to announce he's playing James Blake in this upcoming episode, and that is the recreation of the bus, from that time, from that particular history-making event. So, and as you all know, we've been touting this, pictures of this bus for quite a while for the last few months, ever since, we got some from the South Africa filming. This article here has been updated again. It's Doctor Who Series 11, A Close Look at the Writers. So if you want to run over here and get a little more nifty information, Jodie Whittaker admits she's quite emotional following the Doctor Who rating success. Now, there's been a lot of debate going on about the numbers that were used, placing Jodie's episode as like the second most watched of all the Doctors. And the thing is, I do kind of agree with them, because what they did was, instead of using Christmas Invasion, which technically was David Tennant's debut, as the basis for his debut episode, instead they used the ratings for New Earth. But the thing is, remember, Christmas Invasion, even though it is a post for Generation episode, is a Christmas special. So technically the series opener is the one they were judging by for each of those. And so go look them up for yourself. If I get some more detailed information about like when the +7s come in for Jodie, we'll sit down and we'll see how it did actually rate out. And we'll compare it to other, finishing ratings as far as that goes. Just depends on if I have time. It's going to be a busy weekend. All right, Jodie Whittaker chats with the new Doctor's a girl. So everyone remembers the viral video, the girl happily exclaimed, the new Doctor's a girl, while viewing the reveal of Jodie Whittaker as the 13th Doctor. The girl's name is Wednesday, and Jodie Whittaker sat down for a video chat with her, courtesy of BBC America. And here it is if you want to watch it. A nice, cute little thing to give you a thing to get going. And last but certainly not least, River Song Series 6 and 7 have been confirmed for Big Finish. And apparently there's going to be one where she's going to be teaming up with Henry Gordon Jago, as played by Christopher Benjamin. Very sorry, my brain blanked for a minute there. Just Jago and Lightfoot was always one of my favorite, series that went off on Big Finish, and sadly Trevor Baxter is no longer with us, so that series came to an end with the Jago Lightfoot Forever edition. Very interesting stuff going on right there. And apparently we got the group of stories here. Be sure to go take a look at this. And apparently it says here you can pre-order Series 6 and Series 7 now. but they're available for release August and January. Well, August is 2019 and January of 2020. Nice to hear that this group's going on. You know, even though we've lost Trevor Baxter, you know, Henry Gordon Jago is going to be keeping going on, because it was an amazing series, Jago and Lightfoot, and it started out literally as a companion chronicles. My brain is the Mahogany Murders. Oh God, I was able to recall that. Was their first post gathering after Doctor Who. The two actually met in Talons of Wing Chiang, which was all the way back in '77, I believe. With Tom Baker. Oh well, so that's all I had for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, there was a spoiler warning at the beginning, so you can't sit there and go, "Oh, no." And I was just sitting back going over a lot of the info and all that, and there's a lot of people out there still reeling. But the thing to remember at the end of the day is this: even though the ratings are up, we have to stay a little calm. We have to make sure that that they stay that way. Now, if they can keep a steady influx of numbers through the whole series, then we can jump out and go, yeah. But until then, like I said, I'm still excited though, because it was a far, far better ratings opener for a Sunday night than even I comprehended. But I figured the numbers would be up on BBC One because no real competition in the UK. But also they've been hyping up the numbers on BBC America, and I'm like, Capaldi was scoring around 2 million on Saturday night. So, I don't know. But let's keep the hype going, kids. So take care of yourselves. See you on the flip side. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on the Omega File Sunday.